Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope everyone is healthy. And so today we are going to talk about three different topics. We are going to talk about what's going on in the world. We're also going to talk about a game, a super entertaining game that happened yesterday. And we are also going to talk about the transfer news in FC Barcelona. So we are first going to talk about what's going on around the football world. So as we all know, there is a big health crisis going on. I'm not going to mention the name because YouTube was very disappointed in my last video, so I'm not going to mention any names. I'm just going to talk about what this situation is going to do to the football world. So there are many games that are going to be postponed, suspended, canceled, delayed, and we are going to talk about that right now. So Holland versus Spain has been canceled. The South American World Cup qualifiers matches has been suspended. The Manchester City versus Real Madrid has been postponed. The La Liga has been suspended temporarily for 2 weeks, and the Euro 2020 is highly being considered to be delayed until the next year. Then according to COPE, they have said that La Liga might not finish and that it could be suspended. We also have the MLS being suspended for the next 30 days. So a lot of matches are being suspended and postponed. And then we also have a report coming out from NBC Sports. They said the UEFA calls a meeting for next Tuesday on March 17th to discuss European football's response to the outbreak. European soccer's governing body adds that discussions will include all domestic and European competitions, including the Euro 2020. So this is huge news. I don't know how the UEFA, FIFA, whoever's in charge of this is going to handle all of this. There is still a lot of questions on how all of these tournaments should finish this season. There has been solutions, and one of the best solutions, like the best case scenario on how we can handle this, is by pushing the Euro 2020 until next summer, which is in 2021. Then extend the league out into the summer so we can officially get a winner of every league, like the Serie A, La Liga, the Premier League. And then the other solution, which is what most people do not want, is to just suspend everything, cancel everything, finish every league, every Champions League the way it is, and just pick a winner from there. And then we start again next season, which is going to be in August 2020. And that's where I question, how are we going to pick the winners for the leagues? Maybe the league could be easy, right? We're just going to pick whoever has the most points wins the league. But what about the UEFA Champions League? Like, how are we going to pick a winner from there? Because we are only in the round of 16. So I don't know how the UEFA is going to calculate who's going to be the winner of this tournament. So that's my biggest question. Even I don't know. So we're going to have to see how all of this unfolds. We're going to have to see what UEFA has to say on Tuesday next week. Now I want to talk about football. So yesterday we did have Atletico Madrid and Liverpool play, and this game was held at Anfield. And surprisingly, Atletico Madrid beat Liverpool 3-2 at Anfield. It was a very exciting match. We know that both of these teams have their own strengths. One is very good at defending and one is very good at attacking. And it was very, very tactical throughout the whole game. And if I were to sum up this game in like one sentence, it would basically be Liverpool's attack versus Atletico Madrid's defense. An unstoppable object meeting a immovable object. And the reason why I believe Liverpool got knocked out from Atletico Madrid, which ended 3-2, is because Liverpool did not take their chances in the first 90 minutes. And when I saw Liverpool missing all of these chances and not taking advantage of the chances that Atletico Madrid were giving, it really reminded me of last year when Barcelona went to Anfield. Barcelona did not take their chances at Anfield. Well, actually not just Anfield, but at the Camp Nou. At the Camp Nou, they could have extended their lead 4-0, 5-0, but Barcelona did not do that. And Barcelona did not do that at Anfield. They could have extended the lead by a mile, but again, they were not clinical enough. And I'm like, this is exactly what Liverpool did yesterday against Atletico Madrid. Because they did not take their chances, they paid the price for it. Atletico Madrid said, hey, they did not take their chances. Maybe we have a possibility of winning. They do not look clinical. They are not having their best night. We must take advantage of their horrible form here and score. And this is what Atletico Madrid did last night. night. And again, it is the exact same situation what Liverpool did to Barcelona. Liverpool said Barcelona's not taking their chances. Dembele missed that one chance. They do look vulnerable. They do look like they have some weaknesses. We could take advantage of that and score and beat them at Anfield. And that's exactly what happened. So Liverpool got a taste of their own medicine. And there is this famous saying that says, don't focus on who you are, but what you did. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it just feels so rewarding that Liverpool got knocked out, because Liverpool, ever since they won against Barcelona, they did not know how to act. And we can go from the players in Liverpool. They were saying stuff on Twitter saying that we are the best. They made memes about beating Barcelona, right? I'm not going to say any names. They did try to brag about their win last year. And then we could go to the fans where they were saying, oh, we are the best team in the world. No one can beat us. We're unbeatable. We beat Barcelona. We could beat anyone. We could win the treble. The fans claim that they're the best in history, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? You can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you have to know what's going to be on the other side of that, which is the consequences. And Liverpool is the only team I know that celebrates the Barcelona win more than winning the actual UEFA Champions League. It's the most toxic trait you can ever have in world football. Like, for example, this is the difference between Barcelona winning big and Liverpool winning big. Barcelona lost 7-0 against Bayern Munich in 2013. 2 years later, Barcelona knocked out Bayern Munich 5-3. Did we make any memes? Did we make fun of the opponent team? No, we did not. We were humbled. We humbled ourselves and we said, look, we beat them back. Now let's go on and win the Champions League final. And that is what we did. In 2017, we beat PSG 6-1. Did we make memes? Did we brag about how we are the best in history? No, we did not. We just talked about how we beat PSG 6-1 and that's it. And it is that simple. Liverpool should have just acted in that way, saying that we beat Barcelona, let's go on and win the UCL, without bragging or making all of these comments saying that we are the best in history. Like, I have no problem on Liverpool's success. It just bothers me that they just don't know how to handle it. I also want to reference a quote that I put on Instagram in the UEFA Champions League Instagram profile, and this is what I said. You go from winning the UCL to getting knocked out in the round of 16. This is why you must give Real Madrid and Barcelona respect for going through the quarterfinals in almost every UCL for the past 10 years. Then I said, Origi fans, please take a seat and go back in your lane. So that is the comment that I left on Instagram, which is true. This is why you must respect Real Madrid and Barcelona for almost going through every quarterfinals for the past 10 years in the UEFA Champions League. And again, we're not bragging about any of this. We don't get high off of our own supply, and that is something that Liverpool must learn from Barcelona and Real Madrid. I also want to give my respects to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid did beat Barcelona 3-2 earlier in January, and now they beat Liverpool 3-2 at Anfield in the UEFA Champions League. And seeing this result and seeing how Simeone reacted and how he managed to get the players to play the way they did last night, every team in Europe would crave to have a coach like Simeone, because every player in Atletico Madrid looked like they wanted to win just for Simeone that night. Now, I know many of you guys might say, why are you celebrating Liverpool's loss? Like, you are the most toxic Barcelona fan ever. But it's not a celebration. This is a lesson to be learned for every team. So if Ajax wins the UCL or Chelsea wins the UCL next season or this season, learn how to act, be humble, focus on your work, and just don't brag about your success, because that is what's going to take you down back to level 0 within a span of 6 to 8 months. So be humble or you will be humbled. So now I want to talk about the Barcelona transfer news. We do have some updated news about Lautaro Martinez, Neymar, and Coutinho. So according to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona already know who they want to sign in the summer, and although the club want to keep the name secret, it's obvious Lautaro Martinez and Neymar Jr. are both among the priorities. Barcelona are also considering signing a right back. Semedo is no longer untransferable. Now, you guys know, and it's super obvious, that I will always welcome Neymar and Martinez. I do welcome them in this transfer window, but my biggest concern is that, yes, I do welcome them, but I want to let go of the right players. I'm afraid that Barcelona might get baited into letting go of the wrong players. I do not want Messi, Dembele, Arthur, De Jong, Busquets, Ter Stegen to go out of the team. I don't want Elenia or Todibo to go out either. They are on loan, and I don't want them to be in any deal for Neymar or Martinez, because if any of those players are going to be included for these deals for Neymar and Martinez, then forget it. I don't want Neymar and Martinez to come in. So this all depends on who we let go. We do have a whole other list of players to put in these deals. So since this article is created by Mundo Deportivo, I'm going to have to scratch this rumor off. I don't believe this is true. I don't believe Barcelona will be baited into selling Semedo for Lautaro Martinez or Neymar. Now we also have another article coming from Tuto Sport saying Lautaro Martinez could join Barcelona in the summer. Lautaro Martinez could have an annual salary of 18 million euros, similar to Griezmann's salary. Inter Milan would ask for 150 million, but Barcelona would try to lower it by including Todibo, Elenia, or Semedo. Again, I do not see Barcelona including these players, and this is where I question Bartomeu's project, because he has said that he wants to continue his project in FC Barcelona, and this is where I question it. The whole purpose of a sporting project is to create a new dynasty, a new team where we can say, wow, look at this team. This team is going to be together for the next 5 to 6 years. And right now, at the moment, Barcelona is not that team, and selling Todibo or Elenia would be taking a step backwards for that project. So I highly consider for Bartomeu to deny any transfer business that has something to do with Todibo or Elenia, because Todibo and Elenia are actually in my preferred starting 11 for next season. I do want to see Todibo back in FC Barcelona next to Lenglet or Umtiti, and I also want to see Elenia back in FC Barcelona with De Jong and Arthur. So I just pray that Todibo and Elenia do come back and they do not get into any deals for Lautaro Martinez. Now quickly moving on to Coutinho. According to Sport, Bayern has less than 2 months to decide on Coutinho's future, in which they have a 120 million buyout option. Barcelona doesn't think Bayern will use it, and they're planning to sell him for around 80 million euros. They could also use him to lower other deals such as Neymar or Lautaro Martinez. Again, Barcelona does not want to have Coutinho in FC Barcelona next season. So I would say to include him in any deal to get Neymar or Lautaro Martinez, whether it's a trade-off or just sell him to a different club and get that cash, because even I do not see Coutinho in our starting 11 next season. I do want to see Elenia be in that spot. I don't want to see Coutinho. Coutinho is a finished product already, and so again, it's a mistake for bringing Coutinho in the first place, and I just wish Coutinho the best. I hope that he goes to a very good team and he succeeds in that team, because I know that he hasn't been in his best form. He is struggling to find the right team. And if you're going to ask me, what do you see happening in the summer? Do you see Bayern Munich activating that release clause, or do you see Barcelona selling Coutinho for 80 million? And I'm going to lean towards the side where Barcelona sells Coutinho for 80 million euros. So thank you guys for watching. That is it for today's Barcelona daily news. I also want to thank you guys for showing all the love and support in the comment sections. And again, if you're watching me for the first time, I want to welcome you guys here. I'm happy that you are here, and I will see you guys in the next video.